What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've yet to show you my little bedroom tour. It's not 100% complete, but for the most part it's livable. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that tour now. So if you would like to see my bedroom, keep on watching. So this is my old bedroom. Ta-da! So I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like before, but it's a big difference in my opinion. Okay, so I think we're gonna start on this side. Okay, well let's start right here. So I have my calendar by the door and I'm still working on it, so I haven't replaced this. I'm not about painting, so this is staying here, but I did add this little hanging thing so that that's where I put my towel. I just took it off for the moment. And then over here, I have to replace this still. I haven't had time to go to Home Depot. I can't find one the right size online that I like, so that's why that's still there. And then I put another hanging thing here. I'm not even sure what they're called, whatever. So I normally don't have a hanger on it, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, the function of it. When I'm getting ready, I can lay out my clothes right here. And then right here I got a full-length mirror. I don't know if you guys remember the hole, but I actually ended up covering it up. So until that gets taken care of, at least you can't see it. And what's up? Then right now, since we're getting towards the colder weather, I do have my, I think it's called Dreo. I've had it for a few years now. I really like it, just because I like to keep the room temperature at what I like. You know, if I get hot, I turn the fan on. If I get cold, I turn this little thing on. And here's the closet. It's a little, well, I guess it's not necessarily organized right now. Okay, I put the hanger up, it bothers me. It's organized, but it's not organized. Like the clothes aren't organized. I need to like color coordinate, and it's still kind of hot, even though it's November here in Texas. So my tanks are here, and the long sleeves are in the back. And then do you guys remember that I added light, so that way if I'm like looking for clothes, it's like a better view of everything. Like I can see it without, but like with the lights, it actually like helps me concentrate, focus. I don't know, it's just a nicer view. And then the back, I don't know if you recall, but it ended up looking like that. It did get the right paint, but like I said, it was going to be covered. And then we got this rack over here, this rack over here. I just keep my black shoes in here, dirty laundry, and my little, it's a backpack, but I use it for the weekends with the little travel bag that I use for the weekends as well. And then on this corner right here, I have this cabinet. It's bigger than what I would have like normally have gotten. You know, normally, like for this size room and space here, I would have gone for something that's like right here. But I'm actually needing a space to work with, so that's why I got it this length. And I didn't necessarily think about these cabinets right here, as far as like not being able to open them, but like all I have in there is junk because of it. It's kind of like my junk drawer, but instead it's a cabinet. And so I don't really use it. It's just things I throw in or occasional things. Still gonna put stuff here. I don't necessarily have like anything visually nice here yet. Still kind of working on it. Sunglasses, case, watches, but I only have one watch, so yeah. Here we can take a look at it. It's just like an everyday watch. Technically I have two, but the other one's stored. And so I got my hat, little chinchilla action. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite belt. This laser mask, which I like for it to be accessible, so that's why it's there. Okay, and here we have the curtains. I don't know if you remember what I told you about like putting it far back so that when I open them, it's right here. It doesn't look centered right now, but that's actually because there's like a little reflection of the actual window. So if you look at it, it looks a little off, but it's not. And then we got my bed. which I just actually jumped on it just a moment ago, even though I probably cut the clip. Here we have my little throw blanket. This is by Ralph Lauren. I've recommended them before. I still recommend them. I gifted this one like a couple years ago, I believe, or maybe even last year. I don't remember. But you know, you get like a blanket and you're like, okay, cool, thanks. But then like it's so good. So if you know, you know. But then I got I don't know if it was, I think it was a phone call when I was talking, and the person I gave it to, they were like, oh, you know, I went to it was in Spanish, a Spanish call. I went to a retiro and I took the blanket that you gave me, and then they were like, it was so warm. Like they understood, you know, like this is nice. Like, I don't know, I recommend it. And then we have my little Venice pillow, whatever it's called. I guess pillow, but I know accent pillow. So that one I've had for a long time. I really like the design, and I think it was meant to be because I feel like these two go well together. This one my dad gave to me. I was looking for a little Venice portrait, and he had one, and I was like, I want it, and he's like, okay, take it. And then this one was gifted to me as well. And then so there's a little bit more than the eye meets, but I'll show you in a bit. And then right here, it's just like my little side table, which I have this little thing that I got a long time ago. I remember I got it at Hobby Lobby, and I remember the girl was like reading it, and I'm just like, I don't know, I didn't say anything, but like one time I went to Home Goods and I got a candle, and then the girl was just smelling it, and I was with somebody at the time, and I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but I was like, oh, so you just be judging people's candles? It was more like a joke, because it's kind of like, you know, what if you smell some stink ass candle at the register? What are you gonna do? Okay, so then I have this right here. It's just safer than to have this burning, but the thing is that like I can actually burn this because it never goes down, takes forever. You can actually smell it. I keep the lid, I close it whenever I have it off so that dust doesn't get in there, because since there's no fire, and previously I've had one where just dust would collect. And normally here I just keep my keys, my lip balm, my wallet, which this is my bottle opener that I got to be a groomsman. I just I keep it back here, but I put it there because I don't need to know who I bank with. And then this right here was gifted to me as well. It has my name on it. I usually wear it every day. I'm just not wearing it right now because I have long sleeve. You can't even see it. And then I got this little line, which I think looks cool. And then over here is my work area. It looks clean, but it usually is for the most part, but it is a little bit cluttered. I do have a lot of post-it notes that go kind of like everywhere. I'm always making notes, things like that, but not necessarily for the video. I removed them so I can look clean. It was just actually more for privacy reasons, because y'all don't need to be knowing what I have written on my post-it notes. And so this right here just broke like a couple of days ago. It had a little thing that holds your phone, and you can just like move it, you know, wherever you want. That's a chair. Let me move back. I just left it there so I can show you guys. I do recommend this. I had it for over a year, and I guess I just pulled too hard and it broke, but I am planning on replacing it. This is my charger for my phone, because when I'm here on my desk I use it this way, and then at night I just plug it over here. I actually use a black one, but I left it somewhere, so that's why I'm using my backup. And here is my desk. I know that it looks like it's tight, but it actually isn't. So I got my little butt cushion and my little back support. I do need a new chair that comes with back support and more cushion. And plus it's old, but no, this is where I sit. I don't have any problems. I'm actually sticking out, but usually when I work, I'm like really close. And here I am, you know, And so I guess I'll show you guys my view. So this is my view. So we'll get a little closer to that here in a moment. But basically right now, it's not necessarily complete, but even if it was, I would remove what I have on there. Because it's actually going to be pictures of my, well, I want to put pictures of my loved ones on there. And so then my mom gifted me that from Mexico. And then I bought myself that from, well, Vegas. I'm like, where did I get it from? Which is like, kind of like one of the only first places that I ever seen my name on a souvenir. So I guess there's a lot of Sergios out there. And then so here's another little picture of Venice. I like this little, even though it's tiny, I feel like it's just so like visually pleasing, like it takes you there. And so I don't necessarily have an obsession with the Venice. I just like the architect, like it just looks beautiful. So it's not necessarily like going there to do things. I just dream of going there to like sit at a little cafe and have my little bread and coffee or whatever, but just to like look at the scenery. And here we have a little poster, like it's pretty cool, very chill. Well, it's not necessarily a poster, but this little art piece that I got from my uncle. He actually gave it to me. I tried to buy it from him, but because he had it in the garage sale, but he was like, no, just take it. And it's called Sitting Ducks. I guess in this case it would be Sitting Duck, and I guess it's an old school cartoon because I did look it up. But yeah, no, this thing right here, this is like my vibe all the time. And then up here we have This Must Be the Place, because I feel like it's very romantic, and you know, this must be the place. You just feel good being here. And normally I don't have this on in the daytime because I don't like the yellow, but at night it looks good. So I'm gonna turn that off. No, I might as well leave it on. And here I just have my black sunglasses, kind of like every day. The picture of me, it's this fat boy with the date on there. A little motivation to stay in shape. And then back here, vitamins and the hand sanitizer. Then we got my little trash can, my scale, if I feel like I need to weigh myself. And for the most part, that's it. But yeah, so over here I was talking about, you know, so whenever it gets darker, I don't necessarily need to have the lights on. This isn't normally on, it's just normally on whenever I'm working. But I like because when I work, I like the color, like it brings, you know, energy, I feel, like good vibes. But then this is my night light. I don't use this as a night light. I turn this off. Usually I have it on all day and I turn it off like around 4 p.m. And then I have here actually hooked on, like I've had this for years. It was a light strip from IKEA, but like nowadays, I mean, it's so old, but like nowadays you can just buy one from Amazon or anywhere. So when it's nighttime, that's really all I need. And I never replaced the fan. I don't know if I'm going to, but I kind of want to. But who knows? But yeah, that is everything. If you guys remember what it looked like before, you'll remember how terrible this bedroom looked. This is what I consider livable. I feel like functional for me. So, oh, you know what? Speaking about function, so yeah, my thing with the bedroom, especially because it's small, is function. So down here, I have actually, this bed frame is from IKEA, the Malm, I believe it's called. And so I have 2 drawers. So on this one is where I actually have like my socks and boxers and stuff. And then over here I have some clothes, a little bit more seasonal, just that I rarely have to take out. Because, I mean, all I gotta do is like just kind of like move this table very lightweight out of the way and then just open it, take whatever I need. But I don't really open that, so yeah, this is my bedroom. And I feel like I did a pretty decent job so far compared to what it was. So anyways, if you like this video, if you would like to see another one of these videos, because I kind of have been waiting, I've been collecting stuff to redo the restroom and considering filming that as well. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, subscribe, I guess, if you're new to my channel and you're watching this. And that's it. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.